Now, to some degree, we all have been copycats, whether we admired or wanted certain things that we saw others have. But the narcissist takes being a copycat to a whole new level. Most people would probably refer to them as shapeshifters, chameleons, or just plain old copycats. They are very insecure with who they are. Although the narcissist hated you from the start, they also admire your good qualities. They realize that they can never be you no matter how hard they try. Matter of fact, the narcissist is very lazy and is not willing to work hard like you did to get where you are today. Nor do they care about how hard you work to get the things that you have because they can only see the finished product of what you have created and never take in account what it actually took for you to create that finished product. Narcissists become very jealous and hateful because they are not you and they start to feel worthless. This is why the narcissist goes into that next relationship mimicking a lot of your sayings, recipes, and hobbies. They are big thieves when it comes to stealing your intellectual properties and never giving you credit for being the originator of what they are presenting before the public. Narcs will not only copy you, but also others around them to try and build on that fake personality that they want to portray to others. It's usually the good things that they see in you and others that the narc wishes to copy to make themselves likable. The thing is that the narcs will study and copy that behavior of others, but they're unable to maintain those stolen qualities because they are too lazy to maintain it over time. So they get frustrated and tired of trying to be you. The narc always knew that you were better than them because if you weren't, then why are they always trying to be just like you? Now, I just want to say real quickly that I don't think that not having a sense of self is limited to just the narcissist. I think a lot of people who have grown up a certain way or have been abused emotionally, physically, and all the other kind of ways can develop a lack of self where you don't really know who you are. And it took me a long time to find myself because if some of you don't know, just to share quickly my experience on how I had felt a lack of self is because I was adopted by some white people. From nothing wrong with being white, I'm just saying that they had adopted me for the wrong reasons, and after I served my purpose, they were done and I was shoved off in the corner somewhere, practically ignored. And they didn't care for me, they didn't love me, and they're real children. They had three natural children, and they saw that they didn't love me or care for me. So when they sensed that, then they kind of ignored me. Now, if their daughter was out of being the worst, she was the best of the worst, if that makes sense. But my point is that I grew up not having a sense of self. I didn't know how to be, how to react. I was very awkward. And I remember when I was in my 20s and I was working with coworkers, I would try to mimic their personalities because I felt like I didn't have one, and I really felt lost in that. So I just want to bring that to light, that it's not just narcissists that have a sense of not having a self, that other people who are non-narcissists can also have that same challenge, and they're delayed. Sometimes that development of your personality can be delayed because my mental maturity was delayed. Everything. Even when I was in my early 20s, I was kind of childlike. Like I would believe anything. And you could talk to me any kind of way, and because I was told to be seen and not heard, and I was ignored, so I allowed people to talk to me any kind of way, and it just kind of stunted my mental growth. So like people who knew me back then when I was very meek and shy, and I was like a wallflower. I would just not say anything. They would not even recognize me now because I'm totally different. They would really be taken back. So again, I just want to bring that to light, that non-narcissist can have that same type of challenge of not having a sense of self. So, well, thanks for watching.